Shit, no. You a motherfucking bastard. You a motherfucking bastard. Oh no. Oh no. Shit. 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 Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Hey, hey. What's up, forgetful hero? You about to make me a king. I'm out here doing this live stream, if you know what I mean. I'm about to get it on and pop in. Got a clap on. Everybody got my new hats on. I'm a master of my class. I come back from the GA to whoop your ass. Hey! This is gonna be random as fuck. So here's the thing. It's all right. I actually didn't do a live stream last year. I mean, last year I just did it straight. So here's the thing. I wasn't gonna do it live, but the camera that I used fucking died. So now I got no choice. I ain't got no other way to do it. And I gotta stand up. It's one of those kind of videos I have to talk when I'm standing. I don't expect people to show up. I don't even expect this to be like anything crazy. Essentially the way I'm gonna do this is I'm just gonna talk. So if I ignore the chat, that's the reason why. It's not because I didn't intend to do this live originally. Originally, this was just meant to be a video. Also, I'm recording this off my phone, so hopefully I don't get interrupted. That's just what we're gonna go with. So, in the Year Ramble 2019. This one's gonna be kind of interesting because one, I'm doing it live, and I didn't mean to do it live, but whatever happens, happens. The other reason is because I would say as an overall, so if I ignore the comments, I apologize. I'll probably pop in and out to kind of read the comments because they're on the phone, but for the most part, I'm going to just talk. Because they still are like, I want these to be enjoyable videos in general, not just because you were here watching it live, but you will get some benefits from it. So here's the thing. I would say as an overall, what I always do before I do these videos is I look at the previous year, except for obviously the first one. And the reason why I always do them on the 31st of December is because that was the day I put out my first video, which ironically enough is the day before my mother's birthday, which is January 1st. So yes, my mom's birthday is tomorrow, and yes, she's downstairs. We're doing stuff tomorrow. So I always put this out as an anniversary because this would be what, my 11th year now? Yeah, I think this is my 11th year. So we're 11 years strong in the game. And you will remember the name. I also might just randomly freestyle on this bitch. Not because I'm good at it, but because I want to get... I've been meaning to do videos like that where I just start going on a freestyle tangent and seeing where my mind and my lyrics go, just for the fuck of it. But that's not what the fuck this is about anyway. The fuck am I doing? So the premise, but anyway, so I'm just giving a context of what this is. So I'm pretty much just going to do a recap of the year. Last year, unfortunately, kind of got into the same direction the last couple of years have been into, which is this really negative, fuck me kind of mentality. It's not intentional. Shit just kind of happens that way, and I kind of bum myself out as a result of it. This year, like I said, was an inherent improvement, but it still has its issues. Now, I don't normally talk about my family to that degree on here because I kind of went through the process of going, family shit needs to stay off of the tubes, right? Like I wasn't going to bring it up in the video because it's family shit. But there are a couple family stories I do want to tell in the future, and you guys seem to like the story time videos. So there is a video that I will make in the future that involves my sister, and this video here will have the most family-oriented shit in it because I don't normally bring it up that much. The other kicker is the fact that because this video will end, I want to do it where the video ends positively instead of starting positive and ending negative. Because as I said today, this year was a more positive year overall, but fuckery exists, and that's what I'm going to deal with first. So I'm going to start there, and then I'm going to transition through. I think the main issue of the negativity that surrounds my life involves the particular people who were still around my life due to certain obligations. Some of them are work related, and those people, although have their influence on the negativity that sometimes surrounds me, it's not that big of a deal in the grand scheme of things because I go home, I have weekends off, I have time away from that bullshit, and I've been in my current job for 5 years, so I actually have a good amount of like sick time and vacation time to take that allows me to get away from that negativity from work. Which actually, in particularly the Christmas and the New Year vacation does that anyway. But the negativity at home, I think, is where I get the most stress from. Now, like I said, I'm not gonna get crazy into it, but I do want to mention a few things. So the main gist is this: I love my mom to death. She's one of those people that even though I don't necessarily like everything she does or agree with everything she does, I respect wholeheartedly. She's the one who raised me. She's the one who's the reason why I'm able to save money. She's the one who taught me that, like, listen, if you want some shit, don't ever rely on another motherfucker to get it for you. Make your money yourself and keep that money. And she's done so fucking much for me, right? And realistically, as much as I hate to admit it, financially, I can't hold her down the way she held me down. But I do want to do that soon. But the thing is this: my mom and me have a relatively decent relationship, but I know she's struggling in her life, and it kind of makes things hard, right? Like I said, her birthday's fucking tomorrow, so these videos are always kind of weird to do because her birthday's always the next day. And I do plan to do something for her anyway, so that's not really an issue. But the reason why I bring it up is because the dynamic in my household, especially this year, was been especially chaotic. Primarily due to my little sister, who you've seen maybe occasionally. Probably nowhere near as much this year. And part of the reason is that she's not here anymore, kind of. Meaning she doesn't live here anymore, but she does come around a lot. There's a lot of drama involving that, and I'm not going to get crazy into that. But just know she moved out this year, but not really. It's that whole in-between thing where she's gone, but I definitely keep seeing her really fucking often. So even though she's gone, she's not really gone. And let's just say the dynamic with me, my sister, and my mother is kind of strained because I think my issue is I think my mother babies the fuck out of my little sister. My little sister's like 3.5 to 4 years younger than me because my birthday's in June and her birthday's in January. Joy, the two most important women in my life in terms of family relations, their birthdays are in the same fucking month. Yes, it sucks in the way you're thinking it does. But because of that, half of the time she's 4 years younger than me, and the other half of the time she's 3 years younger than me. That's why I say it's like 3.5 years younger because that's literally what it is. I think officially that's what it is. It's almost exactly 3 years and 6 months. It's crazy. But she unfortunately has had her own troubles growing up. Like I said, I'm not gonna get into everything. But the short version is that my sister is a very live in the moment kind of person. She's also more social than I am. It's the one thing I would say she does that I can respect about her a lot. She is not afraid to go out there and try new things. And I think for me, a lot of the issues, and I even mentioned it last year, I'm a guy stuck in like a certain way of things. So I constantly need to put myself in situations. The problem with me is that I'm such a habitual creature that it's hard for me to kind of like break out of my norm consistently. Usually it's some bullshit where like like my sister is like super outgoing and I'm like, I don't want to spend the money on that. It's part of the reason why I'm able to save money and have a decent money in the bank to like cover any side bullshit that wants to come out of nowhere in my life and the current to handle things. Like right now, I think I could even handle like financial bullshit that comes out of nowhere. And that's the goal I want to set up. I said, if I don't get nothing else straight in my life as of right now, I'm going to have my finances straight. So if something happens with the family and my mom needs help or someone needs help, I'm good. I'm covered for that. But the problem with my sister living that way is that my sister suffers from being a child in a lot of ways, and it creates this annoying dynamic where I think my mother babies my sister too much, and I disagree with it. And there's a particular event that happened when I was younger with me and her and my mom that kind of made me emotionally disconnect from having as much sympathy for her as my mother does, which kind of leads into the reason why there's been a lot of infighting, because I think my mom's babying my sister, so I don't cut my sister as much slack as my mom does, and my mom gets mad because it seems like, I don't care about my sister. It's not that I don't care, I just know how she is. She's one of them type of people. It's kind of like you have some people who learn their lesson when you talk to them and have a conversation and explain to them that what they're doing is wrong. You got those people, and then you got the other people who need to break their fucking jaw on the pavement before they realize maybe I shouldn't have been skateboarding when the board was cracked, right? It's like that. My sister's very much on that side of the field. She's stubborn as fuck, and she's very like stuck in her ways, like kind of like her mother and her brother in a way. We're all kind of stubborn in different ways, but my point is that like she's the type of person who's got to bust her ass or get fucked up in some way to figure out, oh, maybe what I'm doing isn't necessarily the smartest fucking thing in the world. And that has created a very nasty rift in our relationship. That's been growing for years now, to be fair. It just gets worse and worse as time goes on. Although I would say last year was probably way worse than this year is. This year is a very weird mixture of like mediocre, but like not terrible. Not last year, I think was the worst of it. But that's also because she lived with us last year. Like this is the first, not almost full year, she hasn't been with us the whole time. And I think it's actually done us a lot of good. I think the space is what you need. Like you have too many adults in one house. Eventually, shit's gonna run high anyway. So that's the kind of shit that I've been going through. And I think that has been a lot of frustration. Which unfortunately, that frustration ties in with the money situation. And the thing I get tired of is that I feel like sometimes I'm getting punished for being financially responsible because some shit will happen and the first person they run to is me because, oh, look, Terrell's the goat when he went out there and saved his money, so I need to borrow $2, $3, $4, $5, $6, $7, $8, $9,000. Terrell, you're good for it. You got it. You save money. It's not like you had any plans or any aspirations. And it's funny because my whole premise of this year was to like loosen up and to do things and to explore and to get myself out there. Which leads in kind of into the positives of this year, which is the fact that I got to fucking like, I flew out. I got on a plane for the first time this year, which was an interesting. Actually got on a plane 4 fucking times because I went to DC, but I went from Georgia to North Carolina, then I went from North Carolina to DC, and then pretty much the reverse to get back from Washington to North Carolina to Georgia. So that was my first experience flying, and the reason why that even happened in the first place, and a lot of you have noticed, I kind of gained a new like group. I had my Juices Loose guys from my gaming, and I have like my Pokepot crew for the Pokemon / anime stuff. Although there is some bleed over with the anime stuff because my boy Retro fucks with the anime lifestyle, and not everybody in the Pokepot group fucks with all anime, but they're just more anime inclined. Because Pokemon itself is an anime. And I met a lot of cool people this year. Well, I say a lot, but it wasn't like a lot. Like the 2 people I really met was Vanessa and Polly, because I already knew Tyrone, already knew KG, already knew Richie. I technically knew of Daniel, but me and Daniel weren't like we hadn't really interacted that much, is the way I'll put it. So I'd say in a way I kind of got to know him a little bit better this year, on top of like Polly and Vanessa. The DC trip, I said in the last video I did on it, the whole recap for it, that trip meant so much for me because I want that to be the start of me taking those trips more often and getting myself out there. Because I thoroughly enjoyed traveling to DC, and I was genuinely bummed out when I had to leave it. I still want to meet the Juices Loose crew. That one's a little bit harder because there's like 2 of them who live in a completely different country. Although that could just be a cop-out. Hey, you want to go to London? Sure. But it all kind of ties back to the core of all problems in America sometimes, which is money. Which is, this year I financially got really fucking reckless. In the sense that I got actually, Yeah, because I bought my new car last year, but I still had my Chevy Cobalt, which is what I have been driving since 2011, and that car held me down. But I sold it at the beginning part of last year, or I guess this year, because I'm thinking it's 2020. It's not. This year was the beginning part is when I sold it, and that money part of that went to building a new computer, which was the first time I had done that shit. I finally said fuck it and spent the money, a lot of money, and I mean like a lot of money, on building a new fucking PC. And although that took longer than I expected, it's done. It was built, and I'm proud of myself because now I know how to do it. I genuinely have more confidence in putting. I was already building confidence in messing into the guts of a computer, but the fact that I now know that I can indeed build one, that helps. Traveling helps. Meeting people I've never met before helps. Even though I'm still in the same fucking room and shit's kind of the same at home, things are looking up. And then I think I may have mentioned to you guys before that I had at least I think I mentioned it somewhere that I was going for a job interview, and that's looking relatively well, but because we're in the middle of a break, I'm probably not going to hear anything of that until like another week or two. That's why I say I'm going into next year, into 2020, a little bit more optimistic, because potentially I got to have a new job, and then that's a switch for me, which is a huge deal for me, because for me personally, but it's a little scary also, because I've been working in the like library system, because I'm IT for a library, for those who want to know. I've been working in that system since I was 16. That job, the library has done a lot for me, because I got my student position when I was in high school. Then when I went into college, I was still able to work it, but still like go to school. I got my degree, and then I was still working there. And then, oh look, an IT position opened up around the time I got my degree. So boom, I got a new IT job. I'm jumping into the field I got my degree for, and I'm still working with like these same general group of people. Of course, I'm more out there because I'm now seeing everybody in the area, but like it's an easier expansion because I kind of grew naturally with that place. And so I'm a little nervous that even if I get this job, I have to leave that comfort zone. But that's kind of the whole theme I was trying to push of last year, to break the monotony, which is to constantly force yourself into situations you would normally do. Another thing that I mentioned a couple other accomplishments is the fact that like the Twitch streaming, I think I finally got that shit down. Last year and probably the early half of this year, I knew I wanted to stream, but I couldn't for one, I couldn't set down a schedule, and then two, I couldn't really consistently stream games that would interest people. And I figured let's start streaming playthroughs and blind playthroughs of games. I'm starting to get through more other games because of this setup, which is how I'm able to get through Spider-Man, and the way I got through Resident Evil 2, and the fact that I could get through, I'm playing God of War right now. I'm missing a fucking game. What's the game I'm missing? Oh, Luigi's Mansion 3. Shit like that. The whole trying new things is weird. I've been applying that to gaming for like the last few years, of trying to get my hands into different types of games I don't normally play. But the shit also needs to apply to my life. That's part of the reason why I started taking cold showers, which is a bitch, by the way. The cold showers are easy as fuck to do in the summer, but man, in the wintertime, this shit sucks. Which reminds me, I have to be reminded of that shit in a little while when I take another one. But not right now. But the point I'm making is that it's not hard to make these changes. What's hard is when you try to do crazy shit from jump. I think a little spontaneity never hurt anybody. A lot of people are afraid of it because of spontaneity. It's shit that comes out of nowhere like a fucking bomb. But that's kind of how life is. Life is fucking unpredictable. You could literally walk out the door and get shot and have no context of your death. Mortality will always be one of the scariest things to me. But I think what's worse is living for such a limited amount of time and not doing anything with it. So I'm trying to, at the very least, maintain shit. But the way to adopt to a new lifestyle where you want to go out and do things and have these experiences, you also need fucking money. And that hasn't fucking changed. that'll be one of the things I think will never truly change, because I'm not out here like fucking Drake with my billions of dollars that I can casually just throw around 500,000 like it's nothing. Life just isn't that convenient for us normal people. So we gotta get our asses out there and grind. And it's hard because the system is still fucked in our position. But I think the one thing I'm trying to have a more mindful mindset of is to not dwell on the bullshit as much. Because when I dwell on it, it puts me in a bad state of mind and I start thinking shit's worthless and there's no fucking point. And there's no, and like, it kind of just brings me the fuck down. It's like, I think it was it last year? Was it last year or this year that I know in my last year ramble I mentioned I was trying to think where I wasn't gonna eat fries as like a way of working towards the like weight loss shit, and that didn't go well. If anything, it got worse these last few months because these months always get bad for people. And then the whole me applying for certifications and that shit hitting the floor. Me failing the first test and then just kind of getting bummed the fuck out. The way I'm going to approach it now is I am definitely going to go, I'm taking like a study course this year. Regardless of what happens with the job situation, I'm definitely taking a study course for a certification. The only thing that would change is if I get the job will be kind of like my major. Yes, at the beginning of the year, and then I'll kind of give myself a little bit of time to adjust, and then I'll start taking the course to like study for the certification to take the test again. And as far as the eating habits go, I'm legit. I think I'm gonna start trying to do. Now listen, New Year's resolutions are some shit anyway, in the sense that like you shouldn't need to make them. It's like a cop-out way of making it seem like it's somewhat important. But one of the things, I want to try to do is I want to try to like will some shit into existence. This is stupid. It's very fucking stupid, but it does, if anything else, it's something different. And like I said, you have to constantly make yourself uncomfortable, or else you will never really grow as a person. You'll get content, and you'll get lazy, and you'll hang in the same little spot that you always. I'm gonna will some things into existence. This shit may not fucking happen, but that's not the fucking point. You don't give up. Oh, I need some water. I'm drowning in my dry throat. Fuck it. All right, so here we go. This part of the shit's embarrassing. The other part is just me being stupid. So the first thing is, I will get a new job and I will make more money. I don't really care which happens. I like the job I work now, but I'm not going to get paid more at that job. But the point I'm making is, more money will be coming into my finances. I'm also going to say something else that's stupid. My car that I've only had for a year, I'm going to pay off at the end of this year. I'm being absolutely reckless with this, because you shoot for the stars for the fuck of it. I could say something like I'm not going to pay anything for it. Actually, if anything, you could do that. You could undershoot all your goals. Undershoot the fuck out of all your goals, and so even if you fuck up, you've met those criteria. So either A, I'm going to accomplish all my goals, or B, I'm not going to accomplish any fucking. You know what? For the fuck of it, and because everyone always does that shit where they shoot for the sky, I'm going to undercut the fuck out of everything. I'm going to make a little bit more money next year than I did this year. I'm going to travel at least to the same amount of places I did this year, which is one for me right now. I'm going to at least maintain relationships, or maybe increase some of the pre-existing relationships I have. I kind of like this just for the comedy of it all, to like completely undershoot my shit. What else? I am going to I'm gonna just say a bunch of dumb shit. Sometimes it's just good to get this shit off your chest and just to talk a bunch of nonsense. For the fuck of it, I feel like sometimes you just need to will if you believe in the willing shit in, that's fine. If you don't, you just start saying a bunch of fucking nonsense. I think I can do a little bit of both. I would make out with a girl that I've never met or seen before within the next three weeks. On my birthday, I'm gonna be in fucking Las Vegas. What else? Fuck it. I will have bought a house within 2 years. My car will be paid off in 1 year. I'm trying to think of something else I give a fuck about. I will have created my own computer business in 6 months. So, and like I understand some of this shit's nonsense, but sometimes just saying what's on your mind, things you want to do, hearing it, it's like a mental, it's like therapy sometimes. To just say out there and just say what you feel or say things you want to do. I'm gonna go to fucking Japan and learn Japanese in the next 3 years. I'm trying to think of something else. I don't really have like a lot of high aspirations. And that's not because there's not a lot of things I don't want to do. It's just that like I'm not the kind of guy. I'm a guy, like I said, I'm the type of guy who's easily content. Like having good friends and maybe hanging out and going places. It doesn't even have to be nothing crazy like every other week, but like maybe once every few months or some shit. It's perfectly cool with me. Realistically, for me, I'm the kind of guy, if I have like a good house, good car, good job, steady like insurance and coverage and that kind of shit, and the ability to like casually like take vacations pseudo frequently, I'm pretty much good. I will be 210 pounds by the end of this year. Fuck it. Because I do want to learn how to cook. Because I feel like part of the problem with my weight is the fact that like I'm in a household where my mother cooks everything. And not saying my mother doesn't cook healthy food, but I think she's getting older and she's getting tired. And realistically, I don't need to be relying on her. You try to elevate yourself to the next level, son, because you won't do any better if you keep this fucking, like, I think there's nothing wrong with changing up the style. I think that's really what the core of this is. Change up the fucking style. Because when you stick in this same little rut, you know exactly where everything is gonna go, and it's gonna be fucking redundant and monotonous and boring as shit. And now those surprises is what makes life way more interesting. I think Period's in here. Period's gonna marry a girl. Is gonna find his waifu, his true waifu, and the bitch is gonna look like Madaka. And it's gonna fuck his emotions up, yo. That's it. I'm willing that shit into existence, my nigga. Like he's just gonna fucking find this Madaka looking chick, but like, this bitch ain't real. And they gonna have them conversations, and in like 6 months he's like, man, I'm thinking a nigga about to get caught up and get married, dog. Oh shit! Don't do this to me. Sometimes you just gotta fuck around and fuck with the wrong one. That's literally what it is. That's what I'm doing. I'm fucking with you, fake nigga. Come get me, nigga. Oh shit. Just like, where you going, bitch? I came here to grab your string of faith and cut that motherfucker. Woo. Okay. See, the cool thing is, because of this nonsense, this now makes this a way more interesting and entertaining video versus last year's, which is kind of fucking depressing. Fuck all that. We're gonna hit that. We're gonna aim for the motherfucking stars or burn trying. Because even if I burn trying, guess what? That's another story time video for you guys. We'll have the story time where I go up and try to walk to this one bitch and try to make out with her. And she shoots me with a gun. I don't fucking know. But hey, if I don't die from it and I don't suffer any major like health concerns, that's another video for you. But yeah, I've got more consistent with Twitch and I've got the podcast that I'm doing now, the whole Another Manic episode. That's now a thing. I'm already 19 episodes into that bitch, and that shit was out of a whim. I want to get back to watching more anime. So next season, I'm definitely going to try to pick up some more shows. Try to watch some other movies that aren't Japanese. And just kind of like get my hands into everything. Because I'm one, like I said, and I think I've said before, I'm one of them type of dudes that like never just does the one thing. It's always like a combination of shit. I'm always doing like 2 or 3 things. And then I'll be the same motherfucker that'll walk up to you and be like, I'm bad at multitasking. Where? It's like, when did you become bad at that? It's Tuesday, motherfucker. This is just chaotic now. I apologize. But I've been going for almost 30 minutes. So what I'm going to do is grab priority real quick. And then I'm going to try to finish this off with some bullshit ass freestyle. Why? Cause why the fuck not? Oh my goodness. If nothing else, I maintained the soda addiction. I mean, I guess non-addiction now, because I don't drink it that regularly anymore. I think I have one like every few months. So like I think I may have drinking like 5 sodas in the course of a year. So you always take the fucking small victories. Because a win is a win, bitch, no matter where it comes from. I'm trying to think of like anything to like bullshit freestyle about, just to kind of end this off on like a goofy ass, well, more goofy ass note. It's goofy as fuck anyway, because I'm all over the fucking place, but that's just how I am, man. Also, join the fucking Discord. I don't know if it's in the link, but join that. I've kind of restructured it, and it's more like laid out fluently, so go in there. We're gonna try to do. That's the goal. I think that's another goal for this year. Like I've kind of gotten the Twitch down. I got the YouTube down. I need to get the social medias down. With like Twitter and Twitch. I mean Twitter and Discord. Those are like my main two right now. So that's another goal. But let's see if I can throw out a freestyle. I need to come up with like a beat or something. I can't rap fast. I'm gonna tell you that right now. When you're overweight, you have weak ass lungs, you can't do that Eminem or Twista shit kind of shit. I don't know how many of you kids even know who the fuck Twista is. If you do, GG. Busta Rhymes, fuck, great. Sorry, I'm geeking out a little bit. Home. No, hey, I'm hanging off the wall. My mind's about to fall. Cause I'm flowing back into yesterday. And I'm trying to go and get paid. Cause the money got me going day by day. And my mind is getting hazy. My body is getting lazy. And I don't have the strength to stand. And all I can be is a man. And stand for my crown. Cause I'm about to hold it down. Cause you all know I'm insane. I got the blood leaking out my brain. About to feel anemic. And the girls looking so sick when they see me coming through. They can't keep it hold together because they see me coming feather away. If I fuck up lyrics all day, I never, cause I'm not getting paid. Cause YouTube always in my A. Talking about you gotta be age friendly. And I don't know what to say. Like if I give a fuck or a piss or a goddamn, nigga, I'ma say where the fuck I am and chill. I'ma coast and then I'ma chill. Cause I got the money to pay the bills without being on this internet shill shit. I'm feeling like the coolest bitch. I wear pink all day. And I'm a liar, didn't you say? That I can't get it today. But my brain's always leaking. And then I'm always on repetition. I always repeat the same phrases. Like I'm gonna go get it all day. Cause I'm on that supersonic speed. But I'm retarded. I'm retarded. And I never finish what I started. I just make those empty promises. I'm always trying to get into it, but I never seem to get into it. Cause I'm always the outside looking in. I never wanna be at the beginning. Cause I'm afraid to make the start. And I'm afraid that my heart will stop. From all the stress and anxiety that's constantly attacking my psyche. And I don't mind it. Cause I got my bros behind me. And I'm gonna keep on gaming. I'ma keep chasing waifus till I breathe. Until I breathe into some new life. Ooh. But we don't stop, we keep it moving, we don't crash, we keep it grooving. I'm flying through my zones, and this ain't no fly zone. I've never said that I was ever clever, but I never stop, cause I'm on a new level, and I keep on grinding till my brain don't stop. The bike keeps screeching till I hit the halt, and then I come up to the finish line saying, bitch, I'm always gonna be last today. But the one thing that you'll never say is that I didn't cross the finish line. And guess what, bitch? I'm not on time. And I never, ever claim to be anything but the insane game freak. Hey, the insane game freak. Ah! I'm done. This shit's recorded. Someone's gonna take this and meme it, and I'm gonna have another meme on top of the pizza meme. Fuck it. There's a few decent bars in there. I think if I wrote down my shit, I'd be good. But I don't do it. I need to. I mean, it's come up as a conversation topic. It just doesn't. It never kind of goes any further than a conversation topic. But I do need to go because, like I said, I harassed my mother at midnight because it's her birthday tomorrow on New Year's. And I did say I was going to buy her something tonight, and then I'm going to take her out for like lunch and shit tomorrow. But it's all good. I had 17 people in here and all 5 of them left. They hate his dog or they got, family obligations, but still. I'm going to call them haters for the sake of comedy, but they could have, like, other things to do. But I would like to say this was an improvement on last year's end of the year ramble. So fuck it. Thanks. I just want to give out my thanks. Thank you for you guys for the support and the love and the respect. Some of you have been rocking with me since 09, which is crazy to me. Some of you have been rocking with me since 09, 10, 11, 8. I don't give a fuck. The point is you rock with me and I appreciate it. Whether you support me here, on my main channels, on the Twitch, on the Twitters, on the Juices Lose, on Tyrone's podcast, on whatever. I just appreciate the rocking with me and chilling with me. I might do more of these freestyle session videos where I just start rambling and seeing where it goes. Because sometimes I can get hit bars by just bullshitting, but sometimes if I'm too in my own head or if I'm like thinking about it too much, it doesn't come out naturally. But sometimes I can get bars. I think that one was okay. It's fine. Maybe it's the start of a new series. I don't fucking know. Anywho, thank you guys for the support. Thank you guys for the props. This has been the Insane Game Freak, Schizomanic, Terrell Game Vlogs. That nigga Terrell down the street. Life's a game. Play to win. And I'll catch you guys later. Peace! Oh, and that's my mother coming to harass me. Peace! She always gets in the video no matter what happens. Hold on a second. Watch. Let's see. See if you get it. Oh.
Terrell?
Hello!
Who was that?
Oh, no, that wasn't the stop button. I thought it was... Hold a second.
I gotta pee.
Damn it. Where's the stop button? I can't find the stupid stop button. That's the comment button. What the fuck? There's no... Wait, is that it? Yeah, that's it. All right, peace, guys.